What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome back to more Let's Play Destiny. In the last episode, we continued along with the Bladed Path quest steps. We are currently in the middle of week 5 when it comes to the number of steps that we are doing. And we need to visit the Holo Projector after helping tithe some more in the Altars of Summoning to Eris. And let's see what our next message is.
I've got something for you. Savathun said if you ever got this far, I should play back one of her predictions. Not that you deserve it, but she's almost rooting for you.
My realm holds secrets within secrets. If they're able to use their light and dark to peel away the illusions, then they've been paying attention. Power corrupts, of course. And when those fuss-budget guardians get all twisted up in deep magics and high rituals, that's when things really start to get weird. I can't wait to see what they're capable of.
So, there you go. A little pat on the head from Savathun. I know you Vanguard types thrive on positive reinforcement. Me? I figure Xivu's gonna squish Eris like a greasy little bug. Then we're all doomed, of course. But at least it'll be fun to watch.
Oh, Imbaru, you twitchy little ghost. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see, Legacy, the Bladed Path. Eris Morn wishes to speak with you in the Athenaeum. Let's head on in and see what we got in the throne world. Who are you talking to? Oh, it's Ikora this time. All right, cool.
Guardian, by your incursions into Savathun's spire, the Witch Queen's experimentation is revealed, and her secrets lie open to us.
Your progress is impressive. Hive magic intertwined with the light. You master it with each breach of the spire. But don't lose sight of our goal. Xivu Arath is still our greatest threat, and tithing to Eris has its limits.
We have not yet reached them. You frighten the Hive. Again and again you show them that their understanding is incomplete. You have heard me utter their invocation, Ayat. It means that which is said must be so. It is a conclusion. A halmos that marks the preceding argument as demonstrated true.
Think of it as a mathematical proof.
You are the logic that demonstrates it, and we are the truth it infers. Ayat.
She can't keep doing this. Sooner or later, it will end. Remember, you're in control of when it does.
We at least got to keep it up until she wins, right? I feel like that's the default here. All right, next step. Claim a gift of cunning minor arcana from the Lectern of Divination to unlock and enter the Imbaru engine. Let's take a look here. So I'm going to grab a few of these. We got Liminal, another one of those to do. We got ourselves this opaque card, Witchcrafting. Next, so there'll be another Deep Sight Resonance weapon. I will absolutely take that. We got a few more here. Empowered Spire Crystals Arc extends the timer for activating Arc Crystals. This one here allows you to redraw a card from your active deck once per activity. That's kind of cool. And then this one, a Gift of Cunning, an incantation to unveil the flow of tribute coursing through the Altars of Summoning. All right. The Imbaru engine. We're going to take a look at that in a second. But first things first, let me head on in here and let me grab myself another Aramite. And I think this is going to be my last one. Yes! Okay, we now have the Aramite unlocked. That is by far the most important weapon of the season done. Now all the rest can just sort of kind of roll in as we play. Semiotician and Bria's Love, I think, are the two that I'm going to mainly focus on. And I'm not really too fussed about the rest, but I will take that. Got to go craft one here in due time, and I will, but I think I also want to get myself some more enhancement cores before I do, so that I can actually level it up a decent amount without having to spend so much time grinding out its level. Would rather just put the enhancement cores into it. But all right, let's head into the director. Let's take a look. There is now a third activity, the Imbaru engine, and notice that, yes, you can bring 3 people, but there is no matchmaking. This is not what you think it is. We're going to jump in. And the Imbaru engine is something very special. This is Savathun's, I guess, her way of revealing one last set of secrets to us. But she's going to make us work for it. Let's put it that way. This is very important because this basically is a mechanism through which Savathun actually plays her tricks. Kind of think of it how like the wish wall is used for properly making wishes towards the wish dragons, the Ahamkara. This is how Savathun is able to truly display her cunning.
Vast chamber above the Witch Queen's oubliette. Undoubtedly, it guards one of Savathun's secrets. Uncover it.
Okay, let's go see what we can find. And we'll reveal this path. Now, the Imbaru engine is not something we're going to conquer entirely today. We're just going to see part of it. Let's head down here and unveil. Guess we're going up again.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Get out!
We need no permission. The spire is open to us, and we will go where we please.
You don't even know what's in here.
An engine to generate Imbaru. Savathun's reinterpretation of her brother's logic.
Exercise caution, Guardian. This vault was designed to confuse you. Conquer it.
Okay, we will do our best. So, man, you know what? I really should not have gone into this with Void, actually. I think I should have done this with Strand, but I'm going to have to just suck it up and do it. I'll have to do that in the future. But here we go. Okay, so, Legacy, the Bladed Path. We need to explore the Imbaru engine. Return to the ritual table in the Athenaeum when you are ready, but we will do that soon enough. Right now, we need to complete a cunning test. We have 2 symbols here, okay? Which one of these is the symbol we need? Well, if you think back to Altars of Summoning, there was one symbol that there was a whole bunch of spots that you could stand in, but there was only one symbol that there was a much smaller amount of, and that was this symbol right here. So we display our cunning. Okay, not really anything of value in that chest, but it's about to get a whole lot crazier. Now, there are 2 chests that we need to open. Okay. This one is still pretty simple, and this is why I wish I had Strand, so I could actually grapple my way through here, because otherwise, traversing this place is actually kind of annoying. All right, we got that symbol there again. Let's open that chest up, and this one here, so let's open that chest up. Cool, cool. All right. Now we have one more test. 3 chests. And there are a whole lot of them, and this is where it's going to get incredibly complicated. All right, so we need to traverse around the room, a room that is in all different shapes and all different ways and all different orientations, and we need to figure out which one is which, but we can only do so by paying attention to the symbols that are in the vicinity of these chests. So if you don't see a symbol, I would advise not opening it. So there's a symbol right there. That is the wrong one, so we do not want to open that chest. We need to basically just traverse all around the room, finding every single one that we can, and seeing if we can track down all of these symbols. Here's another one, and I do believe, yep, that one there, so we don't want that one. We also don't want the other one on the other side of that thing, because that's the wrong symbol. We got 2 more down here, and I do believe that their symbols are on the back side here, so we need to pay attention. Those are the wrong chests as well. Just keep circling around the room until we can find what we're looking for. You also have to watch out for these things as you go. That's another wrong one there. We got another, oh my gosh, so many wrong ones. So many wrong ones, but we'll just keep checking symbols until we can find them. Now, if you open the wrong one, it's not like the worst punishment in the world. The game basically just, well, I mean, it kills you, but it allows you to kind of go back to what you're doing. Okay, this symbol is facing this chest. Let's try opening it. There's one. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, there's another one. Okay, now notice that these are actually pointing in a certain way. So that one is not for this chest. It's actually for this chest over here. So there's 2. All right, we just need 1 more to find. And this is going to just require us to look. Is there a symbol back here, possibly? I actually don't know. I think the symbol... Oh, it's that right there. That's not it. Okay, we're going to have to keep making our way around. I haven't gone up to this little prison cell area up here, but trying to actually get to it is going to be tricky, to say the least. Again, if I had Strand, this would be a lot easier, but I guess you could also say that Strand is the coward's way out. That is not the correct symbol. Wanted to check it. Okay, let's go over here. I don't see a symbol in this one, per se. It's probably around here somewhere. It might be on the actual structure somewhere. Back there. Nope, not quite. And the vertigo you can get from going around this area, it can be quite stomach-churning, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Okay, there we go. I have no idea if that one could possibly be it or not, because I do not see a thing for it. But before I open that one, because sometimes you just kind of need to give in and just give it a shot and see, but I might have to do that, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. So we've already checked that one. So yeah, we've pretty much gone in a full circle around the room, checking all of the possible ones. I think I may not have done that one over there. So hold on while I try to reorient myself. Nothing there. Okay, I'm going to go and see if I can look for this one. Possibly. Nope, not that one. All right, I get the feeling that it's... Oh, I'm not going to make that, am I? Oh, I did. Okay. Whew. I get the feeling it's probably this one. But again, I don't see the symbol, so I have... Oh, there it is. It is that symbol. Okay, I found it. Whew. Good. All right, managed to open all three perfectly.
Imbaru is a complicated thesis, more so than sword logic. Instead of killing, Savathun used her cunning to feed her worm.
Every time the Witch Queen outpaced our understanding, she gained power. Every falsehood, fiction, rumor, and misplaced theory gave Savathun her tribute.
Even in death, she seeks to outwit us. And she's failed once again.
For now, anyway. All right, let's proceed. See what we can find. We got anything through here? Yes, we do. Oh, easy now. Don't touch that. I'm just going to wait for those to go back up again. Thank you. I'd rather play it better safe than sorry to take the insta-hit and immediately die. You know what I mean? Now let's see what we can find up here. It's a long way up. Okay, what's next? Well, if we have a look around, we got a few things here. So right there, we can proceed through the Imbaru engine even more, going this way. But there's also a portal back there. Interesting. Why don't we take a look at the portal really quickly and see what we can find in this. Now the portal, as you'll see, takes us back to the cunning chamber. So if we ever want to reset back here, that's going to be useful to us. Now you're probably wondering, why would I ever want to do that? Well, there's going to come a point here in the Imbaru engine test where we are going to need to backtrack through here, because everything that we're doing in here is setting up a very final puzzle for us to eventually complete. Now we won't be doing this until week 7, and I'm going to be completely honest with you now. I don't even know how to properly solve that quest. I only know the answer to that quest. But there is a way of doing so, and we're going to try to discover it for ourselves just to make this a lot more interesting, because it is an incredibly cool puzzle, but you really need to, like, actually understand the inner workings and the machinations of the Imbaru engine to fully parse all of that information yourself. So we'll go over how it works once we get to that point. But for right now, that is the main reason to use these portals, is so that you can go and backtrack through. And you see we got one right there. And then we have this room here. So this one is not what I'm going to be doing right now, but this is another test that we can work on to continue our way through. Right now, it's not required for us. And this one we need to be attuned to all 3 elements to actually get it done.
Guardian, overcome this puzzle as you have the others.
I would, but the problem is I don't have an attunement for solar, so I cannot actually do this right now. This puzzle is completely blocked off to me, and will be blocked off to me until next week. If I tried to shoot it with a solar weapon, it just straight up would not work. But notice that it only wants me to shoot it with an arc weapon right now, so the rule would be to specifically shoot one of the arc symbols. Now, just to give you an idea of how this puzzle works, notice the orientation. We got arc, we got solar, we got void. Arc, solar, void. Arc, solar, void. Arc, void, solar. Hold on. Arc, void, solar, arc. Aha. Okay, so not all of these are consistent, but notice that there's only one door where the arc is out of place. That right there is the one that we are supposed to shoot. And that is your clue on how this next test is going to work once we actually get to doing it. But right now, I'm not going to be able to actually finish it. So let's head back to the helm. At least I believe that's where it said for us to go. Let me make sure of that before I jump the gun here really quickly. Yeah, okay. It says I can keep exploring if I want to, but we're going to return to the ritual table in the FNAM. Yes. And could pretty much put an end to this week's set of quests and this episode. Little bit of a primer for the Imbaru engine, as we are going to explore a whole lot more of it. There's actually 3 tests within the Imbaru engine, so we've done the first, seen the second. We'll complete the second probably next week, and then we'll get to worry about the third a little bit later. Okay, down we go, and we're going to pass by Crow again. Hello, Crow. How you doing? No, I'm not ready to get back out there. In fact, I'm done being out there because I'm heading off to the Athenaeum again, and we're going to continue and also finish this set of quests. And I would very much like to stop talking. I've recorded these last several episodes with like this really big cut on my tongue, and it really hurts just to talk through all this stuff, so I'd like to be done doing that, if I'm being quite honest. This is definitely my last episode of this session. But there we go. Legacy of the Bladed Path done. Let's visit the radio and the helm, and then we can say sayonara to this episode. So back we go. Really quick. And I cannot wait to get the last of our attunements unlocked so we can go back into the Imbaru engine and see its puzzles unfold even further.
You glowbugs are awfully trusting. I'm not too comfortable giving all this juice to your kooky little witch. The Exo Stranger warned you that Eris would be corrupted by power and turn into a tyrant. Said she's gonna rule us all. Even Savathun.
In Elsie's timeline, Eris was corrupted by stasis in the darkness. But here, Guardians wield both safely. We've proven that they can be used for good.
For your little parlor trick, sure. But this is hive magic you're playing with. You're really gonna hand Eris godlike power and just hope she keeps it together? After you was specifically warned not to? The hubris!
Elsie said that Eris succumbed to despair, pushed over the edge by her nightmares. But the Eris I know has been tested countless times and never once faltered. Instead of being overwhelmed by her nightmares, she conquered them. Besides, our Eris has an even greater advantage. She has her friends protecting her, and that's a force strong enough to alter any timeline.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Destiny. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.